Wildcats.
Hi.
Welcome back to Advisory Overview for the year of 2014-2015. I'm Sarah Pankanay.
And I am Mrs. Lakeisha Ball.
And we are your ISs, and we're prepping all of your materials for advisory this year. A couple of things before we start in, just to make sure you know where to go. The advisory office is upstairs in the science wing, if you will. It's A204. It says advisory office above it. That's where you're going to report each week to make sure that you have signed out for your materials and that you've picked up whatever is in your folders to be dispersed throughout the week. All right, so let's just dive in. This week, our advisory at a glance is going to be on a green sheet. You're going to find it in your folders. 7th grade, you have a box. 8th grade, you have a box. Just make sure that you find and take only your stuff, because when people get different other people's stuff, there's a lot of confusion. So, here we go.
You have to get your stuff by Monday by the end of C lunch. Every Monday by the end of C lunch.
Yes, and please, teachers, it's your responsibility to pick this up because the sign out has to be signed. No student should be coming into this office unless we have called for them, because stuff does go missing. This is a closed office, and we don't want students hiding out in here. All right, so I'm not going to go into Monday too much. It is very specific. You guys all have your first day activities for Wildcat Camp and have already picked those up. What I do want to point out is when you come to sign up for your materials, there are posters that are available. It's one per advisory class. That's to showcase your advisory team names. Those are the ones that you're going to use to display. Now, if you want to go with something else or a bigger banner, that's on you. But you do have those materials up here to pick up. All right, Tuesday. Tuesday is going to be going over the student handbook. Now, every student will get these. They're already stapled and hole punched. Do have your student checklist. Have your advisory students' names on here. Make a column for the student handbook, because you need to ensure that every student does get one of these. If they enroll later in the week, the guidance counselors will be passing these out as they enroll, but for the initial first give out, you have got to make sure that you have accounted that everyone has these. They are read, they are on cardstock. They will go in their student binders. Now, if students have binders at the end of class, they can put them in there. If not, have them write their names and hold on to them till Friday, till we have our supply check. What you're going to do with this is you can do a jigsaw activity, or this can be completely teacher-led. It's at your discretion. The book is very specific. Instead of going through the 168-page Code of Conduct, this has been condensed down. So there are approximately 14 pages. You're given a day and a half in advisory to go through it. You want to hit the big things like attendance, dress code, anything about makeup work, permission. If you jigsaw it, you might assign one page to a group and then have them come back and report out. But this is crucial, because this is what their administrators are going to refer to through discipline throughout the year. Any type of policies. Please make sure that you use that day and a half to cover this. All right, that is all of Tuesday. On Wednesday, you've got the time, you've got about half a bell to complete the student handbook, and then we want everyone to show the student expectations video. Now again, all materials are located inside of the swap folder under Advisory 2014-15. It'll say student expectations video. Make sure that you show it. It is last year's video because we didn't have any current video of the students, but the expectations have not changed. It's about 9 minutes long, so make sure that you have accounted for that time to show it. And then if there's any time available, please survey your students in advisory. Ask them what type of questions do you have, what type of concerns. If there are concerns that you can help them with, please do so. If it's a guidance concern, if it's an office concern, let the appropriate people know. We want to make sure that our students know that there are people here to help them. That's it for Wednesday. Now leading into Thursday.
Thursday, we're going to tell students about Wildcat Week, and we're going to display this sign here that all of you guys have in your packets. There is also a video that also tells the students about it, and the video looks just like this, and it's on the swap file. And if you just simply press play, it goes directly through it to give them more information about it. So They're also in your folder. You are going to see green forms. Please give one form to each student. It's basically going to tell the students, what classes they may have that they can take. They're going to have 3 class choices. Please let them know that I'm going to try my best to honor their first choice, but they may not get their first choice. I'm going to also give you a separate sheet that you'll have in your folder that tells all the classes that are going to be offered. So thank you also for getting those red forms to me. Please collect this, please, at the end of your advisory, before the advisory ends, get these forms and either attach them and send them up to the advisory office. After you do that, you are going to select one student ambassador for your advisory. Now, this is going to be one person who's going to be the voice of your advisory. So whatever concerns you guys have, that person will represent you guys. The advisory council will also meet tomorrow in B104. So that one person you select tomorrow to an advisory, please send them downstairs, B104, Mrs. Ball's room. Friday, you're going to check the agendas and also stamp them. So the agendas look like this. We've gone over it before in the advisory overview meeting or rotation session. Make sure that they have their binders. If they don't have a binder, please tell us the number. Email it to sarah.pankanine@risd.org. Check to make sure they're organized. They have dividers. To make sure they're actually using that agenda as they should. The planner. Are they keeping tabs on what's going on in their classroom, things that they need. The advisory council meeting again will be in B104. Anything you want to add?
Yeah, this is the day on Friday that when you're checking the agendas, that you're setting the expectation throughout the year. So this Friday, make sure that when you
Coach
check
Gibson, please call Mrs. Ryan.
stamp
Coach
or
Gibson,
sign.
please call Mrs. Ryan, 31603.
Please make sure that you've stamped or signed the agenda and that you're asking students to make sure that they have something written in on this. It is up to you to make this work. So please do so. Other than that, as far as the binders go, make sure that you do email me that number. I may have to have you come and get them, or I'll have them set aside so that you can pick them up for Monday. But we want to know the count so that we can get binders. This is not something that you need to tell the students about throughout the week that we're going to provide them. These are for students who really don't have them. But we are going to do a supply check on that Friday. That's it. If you guys have any questions, please contact one of us and we can help you out. But have a great first week.
We wish you the best.
Okay.